activity. I have seen zero here other than one scrape, which is in this section that I'm hunting on. And today I picked up some black widow branch butter deer lure and put on the licking branch above that scrape. So I've been seeing a doe on the cell cam or the data cam in the mornings and the evenings in the past couple of days. So she's coming through here. I'm hunting beside a water hole in a little natural funnel here. Bucks will show up in this section during the rut. You usually don't see them any other time. They usually stay on another part of the farm. But when they're starting to roam and cruise, and they will come through this funnel and they'll circle through here and not be seen. So anyway, there's an irrigation pond 50 yards in front of me, and it's 75 degrees today and hot. So hopefully, number one, during the rut, deer are drawn to water. They've just got to have that water. They're not going to get enough in the food that they eat to supply them to be able to keep up and run all over the place. So they're gonna have to have water. This is not the only water source on this farm, but it's the only one that's on this side. So, and this one is secluded. They can drink in this one in the woods and never be seen, whereas the other one is more in the open. But anyway, I'm gonna get settled in here. On the other side of the irrigation pond is a big cotton field. Beside that is a peanut field. The peanuts have been harvested, but the deer have been hitting that hard. There's a couple of rubs that are on what we call devil walking sticks. So I did put a camera on that section where the deer do walk back and forth, and hopefully I can get something on camera here in the next couple of days and figure out what's making those rubs and what other bucks are in here. I have gotten what looks like a little 6 or 7 pointer. It's been kind of blurry on the pictures I've gotten, and that's probably who's making this scrape. But there are bigger deer on this farm during the rut, so I've seen them, and we're gonna just hang in there and see how it goes this year. Stay tuned. We're gonna do a little doe call first. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna let it die for a few minutes, and I'll do another grunt series. I don't like to do them back to back. it's been about 10 minutes since I bleeded. Like I said, I don't like to do those like back to back. A lot of times, like you see, it just doesn't sound natural to me. But anyway, I don't like to overcall either. I like 10-15 minutes in between each sequence. Well, almost like clockwork, there's deer been coming in between 8:30. We're right here at 8 o'clock. A little cowhorn comes slipping in. I heard him walking, tried to get everything set up. He got right to where I walked in the woods at. He was on the way to the corn pile into the water hole area. And he came right across where I walked at. And I am not wearing my rubber boots today because I am suffering from a bone spur in my foot still. And it's bothering me. It's flared up right now, so I wore regular shoes that I could walk in a little bit better. That wouldn't irritate my heel. And he smelled me. It's been so soon since I walked in here that scent didn't have time to disperse, to dissipate a little bit. It kind of like disperse out of the area. And just kind of fade away. And he got almost right to where I walked across at, within feet. And he knew something wasn't right. And the whole time he was sniffing. But when I came back in here, I freshened up a scrape with some Black Widow branch butter. Put that on there. And it stinks real strong. It's supposed to be forehead. I thought I heard something. But anyway, it's supposed to be your glands, your forehead glands that scent is supposed to have in it. So I doctored up the branches and stuff above that scrape, freshened up the scrape a little bit. And if it does smell like a bug, he wanted no part of it, or either he was leery coming in, and then when he smelled where I walked across, that was it. He didn't spook off. He walked off real calm. Went back to a bedding area back behind me. So I'm hoping the big dog buck that walked in here last night follows suit and wants to come through here as well, but that's not guaranteed. But anyway, we know he's in here. We know he's close by, so I'm hoping he's cruising a little bit before it gets hot. It's supposed to be like in the 70s today, so right now it's in the 50s. So maybe before it gets hot, he'll be cruising around looking, or going from bed to bed. Like I say, this area that I'm in is a natural funnel. So the deer can slip through here on the deck. That doesn't have, he can go hit several blocks and never even go out in the open, which is why I choose this spot during the rut. And I also want to say to add, I had just grunted with this extinguisher game goal when that deer came out. I mean, he walked out within 5 minutes. So we're gonna give that another shot too, see if it brings anything else in. I tried to let that buck get on out of here. Okay, y'all, so I just got to fill you in what's going on. I was coming out of the woods and was checked the trail camera down the side of the road, side of the woods, I'm sorry, and was coming out of the woods, looked down there, saw a nice buck. I ended up putting a stalk on him and put a shot on him. As soon as I shot, my scope hit my cap and knocked it off and blocked my view, and put it back up, and I looked down there and thought I could see that deer flopping on the ground. He had already made his way in the woods, so I called a buddy of mine. He's gonna be coming out here to help me, but hopefully I made a good shot on this deer. He was wide. I don't know how many points he actually had, but we'll go down here and see if I got him. Because I didn't see him actually drop it way in field, I'm bringing my rifle with me. But anyway, we're gonna see what we got here. I hate that I didn't get it on camera. I already had my camera packed up, and had the camera packed and in my bag when I saw this deer, and it happened so fast. He was out in the middle of the field, crossed the field, and he crossed the field and was going in the woods. He was actually in the woods when I shot, and like I say, I saw his rack on the ground flopping. I just hope I made a good shot on him. Stay tuned. Well, we got him, and he wasn't as big as I thought he was. I'll make sure he's good and going, but there you go. He's not bad, but 7-pointer. He definitely looked bigger than that when I shot, but I will take him. Made a bad shot on him though. Quartering, like I say, where I shot him, he was all the way back there on that wood line, way over there. So, long ways. Hey!
What?
That was my help, boys. We got him. Alright guys, so basically a rundown of what happened this morning. I was there hunting. The wind picked up, and the wind actually switched directions on me, and I heard a deer blow way back behind me, and don't think it was the deer that I saw this morning, but nonetheless, the wind changed. It was going completely in the wrong direction. It was getting up, so I decided, I'm going to get on out of there, not stink up the joint. And anyway, I ended up packing up my stuff, come down, and walked out to the field and was checking the trail camera there. And I may have this deer on camera. We'll just have to see. I got a picture of a high rack deer last night on my Tacticam, but I've got a covert camera that was on the edge of the field that I came out in, and there's a big body deer that was standing, walked by the camera. And at some point, I think it was last night. But anyway, I turn around, walk back. There's a metal strip, a path that goes back out to where I park up at my cousin's house. And as I was walking, I turned around and looked, and there was a buck standing in the next field over. And it's a peanut field, and he was out there eating peanuts. All of a sudden, I looked way across the field, and there he was, walking from right to left. And I got the best shot on him I could, and he turned and walked into the woods. Was literally standing in the woods at 210 yards and quartering away from me. And I picked the best shot that I had to where I thought, I could kill him, and pulled the trigger. When I did, my rifle hit my hat, knocked my hat down in front of my eyes. I lost sight of him for a second. I looked up, pulled the gun back up, and he was, I saw his antler flopping on the ground over there where he was kicking, and I'm thrashing his head around. And so I got a buddy of mine, called him, pulled around there, and my buddy came there and helped me. And sure enough, I walked down, y'all saw it on camera. And when I found him, and my buddy Spaz, thank you, he came and helped me drag. So anyway, that's basically what happened today. He is stinking. His tarsal glands are black. But I want to say, I can tell you exactly if I have my phone on here, but it was around probably 10 in the morning, and he was right out in the middle of a wide open field, peanut field, eating peanuts in the middle of the field at 10 o'clock in the morning. So getting that little mid-morning snack, he was right by another water hole, and I think that was key, because where he was walking back into was the water hole. which is key during this rut, pre-rut, when they're starting to cruise a lot. And when they're starting to chase, they're going to have that water, as I was saying this morning in the video. So today was a success. I'm sorry that I didn't get the kill on camera, but it was one of them things. I saw him going away. Of course, he looked bigger than he is, and it's one of them things, you have to take it. And I've had a rough season. I've hunted hard since archery season came in September, and this is the first one that even tempted me. So there you go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like this video. Make some comments down below. Trying to get in that YouTube algorithm. And subscribe to our channel. We're still trying to grow it. And we got a river hunt coming up. Y'all know how that one turned out last year. So planning to get a lot more footage this go around. And hopefully we can get another one on the ground soon.